So you'll notice that what I've added to the board is a resistor. The resistor is right here, and I've connected one part of it in the same row as one side of the capacitor. It doesn't matter which side I put it on, so I just chose the side closer to the camera so you could see it. And then in some arbitrary other row, I have the other end of that resistor. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to charge the capacitor through this resistor. And I'm going to start off by looking at the voltage across the capacitor, like that. So I've got my voltmeter on either end of the capacitor. That's what I'm interested in. And you'll notice that I have a non-zero reading right now. So I'm going to connect both sides of the capacitor and try to zero that as much as possible. I'm just using a jumper wire to do that. And you'll notice that it kind of drifts up a little bit from there, which doesn't matter too much. You can just zero it again if you want to. So I'm back to zero. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the battery on one side of the capacitor and then on the side of the resistor that's leading into the capacitor. So the capacitor is being charged through the resistor. So right now I'm in the same row as the resistor. So I have my power going into the resistor, and now I'm going to put this into the same row as the other side of the capacitor. And you'll notice right away that my voltmeter reading is now slowly increasing as I charge up. You set 3.6, 3.4, and so on. So it's climbing. And it's going to reach the maximum voltage on the battery eventually, but the capacitor here is slowly charging. And for one of the labs, you want to time this charge. Also, you'll notice that I have negative volts here instead of positive, and that's just because I have my leads switched. So you can wait till that gets all the way up to